Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome. This is day 13 of 14 to boost our circulation and heart health. I am again doing this practice sitting as I took a tumble on Friday, but I'm doing better every day. And just want to let you know, hey, if you are doing your Spring Forest Qigong practice, you don't have to do it standing. You can do it sitting or lying down. Hi, Joanne. Hi, Faye. So today we're going to start again with our 1 minute for peace. So get yourself settled. If you can have your feet flat on the ground, that's awesome. Spine as straight as you can, but very gentle and soft at this point. And we'll just have our hands in prayer position and feel peace coming up from the earth and peace coming down from the universe, from the heavens, or coming from your heart and just filling you up, and realize that we're always connected. It's always available for us to be saturated with peace. So let's do that for 1 minute. Okay, here we go. Peace is a healing emotion and vibration and energy. So as we release our hands down and start bouncing, best you can, um, you can stay in the column of peace, or you could be a whole rainbow where you're peace and happiness and joy and contentment and gratitude. Morning to Joanne and Faye again, and to June and Susan and Alicia and Martha. Thank you for the good advice, everyone. It's helping me heal fast, and for all your healing that you're sending me, which I appreciate because it is going really, really well. All right, so as we're bouncing here, let's take our hands over our heads and we'll bounce for 5 minutes with our hands over our heads to live to 100. So that's what Masterland starts with every single time, is bouncing. So when you're bouncing, you're helping to wake up the chi, hi Pam, in all of your organ systems. So your liver system, your heart system, um, stomach system, lung system, kidney system. And so you're waking it up, you're getting it moving, you're letting things flow, allowing yourself to soften. So is there something that is feeling tight? So soften. Even though our hands are up, like pull your shoulders up to your ears. Let them just be hanging down. And you just lifted your arms up, that's all. And as you do this more, you'll realize that your chi, your energy with intelligence, is going to be holding you up and bouncing you. And you have to kind of get to that point, and that's all right. This is what we're learning. We're learning how to be one with our chi, our life force, and our body, and our mind. So when our mind goes off in one direction, or our body goes off in the other direction, or we forget about our life force, then we can get out of balance. So this is all about bringing ourselves back into balance. Feel yourself connected to the ground. Feel yourself connected to the universe. Let your hands flap at the wrists. I was holding mine a little bit, so that was a good signal for me. Breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. This is also a detoxifying time for us. So we're helping to release extra energy we no longer need. We can use color, we can use light, we can use our imagination of having anything that's bothering us, aches, pains, injuries, and have them release in something beautiful like butterflies. Hi, Susan. So today is day 13. So we're going to do this today and tomorrow, and then I haven't set it up yet, but I'm working on 14 days for better sleep. So that'll be our focus for the next 2 weeks. And then we'll see after that. So if you can, have your eyes closed. Feel the connection, that you're in between and you're connecting. You're like the little connector hoses or wires between the earth and the universe. And then don't make them a skinny one, right? What if we make it like really, really wide, gigantically wide beams, and then realize, wow, we're connected to all and everything. We can create whatever we want in our life today. All right, we've got another minute left, unless it's going up. No, one more minute. So remember, if you do something where you make an injury, you take care of yourself first, okay? So even though I like to be standing doing this practice, I am sitting because that's best for me. And also, it allows you to see that, yeah, you could do your practice sitting, standing, or lying down. Might be hard to lead one lying down, but it's not out of the question. I'm grateful that I can do it standing up. I'm putting that out there. I'm grateful and back to standing very soon. All right, let's take our hands down to our sides so we continue to bounce and go side to side and open up that spine. And like if you're on a chair, I'm like scooting forward so I can get a good twist happening. So let's see how I'm feeling. Let's see how you're feeling. So for me, yesterday there was kind of a twisty thing happening where I could feel tightness going diagonally from my right shoulder down my back to the left hip kind of area, maybe not quite that far. And I'm not feeling that today. So thank you for that healing. Muscles in my shoulders a little bit sore for to hold them up today. So that's interesting. So I'm just noticing. So you notice things. I would suggest notice things without making judgments. Can we do that? I know how hard that is. Now release your hands down. Take a couple deep breaths in, feeling the energy either coming up from the earth or down from the universe, and whoosh back down. Now if you have something where you're healing, how about bring the physical from the earth coming up through you? Because it feels so good. And then when you come down, of course, then the universal chi is coming down as well. So you're not losing out on anything. But see what feels best for you today. This feels like being in a one of those hot tubs. That actually sounds like a good idea. Okay, so good job breathing. Let's do shoulder shrugs. We're going to lift the shoulders up, head goes back. Happy Memorial Day. Blessings to everyone today and all who are being remembered for their lives in every which way. So every single one. And we'll do two more. So we lift the shoulders, the head goes back, you scrunch a little bit. You can definitely do this sitting, no problem. You hold about 9 seconds and you release, head comes up. Feel whoosh, your brain getting clearer, and then pull the shoulders down. So I just had a nice flash of light actually doing that. So you notice what happens. See, isn't that fun? Let's do it again. You're noticing what's going on. So you might get, like I did, a flash of light. You might feel heat or movement of energy coming up. You might not feel any, and that's okay too. So no worries if you're not feeling anything or seeing anything yet. Because it doesn't mean it's not working. You just aren't quite, feeling it yet, and that's okay. I tend to be a touchy-feely person, and I can feel people's energy and stuff, so that's easier for me. All right, we'll tap the cheekbones, open up the front channel. So you want your spine straight if you can. Tuck your chin in a little bit, touch the tip of the tongue to the roof of the mouth behind the front teeth. Bring a little smile to your face. And let's send down yellow light coming down in this channel. It's called the front channel, but it's inside the body coming down. And then these are the stomach detoxification points, which actually run down the front of the thighs and knees and front of the legs at the bottom and the ankles and to the feet. And then we'll come up to the beginning of the eyebrows. These are called the bladder detoxification points, and they help to open the back channel. So you want to send dark blue light because part of the kidney system. So send dark blue light down the back, the whole spine. And if it's coming down the spine, then it's going to be moving through the whole skeleton. Let's let it go through all that. And then down the tailbone and down the back of the legs, knees, calves and ankles, and the feet. So I'm doing that today. The front felt perfectly normal. This one, I'm feeling some energy blockage. And if you feel a block like it's going down but kind of getting stuck somewhere, then you would keep going, okay? So you can keep going beyond what we're doing here and catch up later. Cup the top of your head. And if you have anything for physical healing, like my knee here, then I would keep going with that. We're just going to do a short amount right now because we're still focusing on, for the group, we're focusing on our circulation and heart health. Come down and massage your C7, and then we'll clap. Cup the inside of the left elbow and the right side, doing that in 9s. Underarm left side, of course, this is what we're going to be doing as our healing movement. But right now we're going to cup the window of the lungs. Lean forward, cup your kidneys. Rub with the backs of your hands and your palms. Come down to your tailbone. So this is another good reason to be a little bit forward on your chair so you can reach your tailbone, and then tap the hips. Really good for joint health, so that's something I want to focus on. We're going to do that as one too, and then cup the tops of the legs and then the backs of the legs. See how you can do all these quite easily sitting down. Both sides left, both sides right. Breathe in, breathe out. Now we get into beginning of the universe position. So if you're standing, stand with your feet shoulder hip distance apart. And remember, we want to do as much as possible of our Qigong practice with our eyes closed. So, but don't do, do it to what's comfortable for you, all right? But when you have your eyes closed, or if they're open, then do your best to like pretend your eyes are closed for your mind, so your mind focuses it. It helps to keep that monkey mind at bay. Relax the shoulders, the elbows lift out a little bit. Fingers spread. So let's do it on purpose. And this is good for arthritis. We're going to do one on arthritis too. And squish your toes flat or spread them out. And release. And feel yourself. Your chin comes in a little bit. There's a smile on your face. It comes up with some bubbles of joy. Shoulders soften. Elbows are out a little bit. Breathe slowly, deeply, and gently. Let's switch our breathing to in and out through the nose. And sink into yourself. Feel yourself in that column of light. And realize you are the column of light. So you're going between being physical and just being light. What if we were just the emotion of joy? Can you feel that? Pretend that for a moment. Do you feel yourself lifting as if you're just were breathing helium? You're just kind of lifting. I'm almost lifting off the chair. You can feel like your arms are starting to come up and your knees are, even though they're on the floor. And you're in that Shen, between being and not being. That's the place, Master Lin calls it a factory, where we're connected to the unconditional love of the universe and all the possibilities. That's why we use the password. So let's do that now. I am in the universe. Ha! The universe is in my body. The universe and I combine together. And then we put our order in. I am so grateful that I have cartilage, just like I was designed to have in my knees and all my joints. That's a pretty big order. I'm putting that in. How about you? What do you want to put in? And also, we're also totally so grateful for this 14 days focusing on our heart health, on our circulation, to allow ourselves to feel and know that there's so much room in all those vessels, and the heart's working perfectly, and the pericardium, and our the triple heaters, and the thyroid, and the small intestine, working perfectly, just like they were made to do. And realize our body heals. We are a healer. So let's allow ourselves let's open up to allow ourselves to heal completely. We'll say the password again. I am in the universe. The universe is in my body. The universe and I combine together. Feel your breath slowing, so gentle. Feel every cell, organ, tissue, molecule vibrating at the frequency of health, And then I'm going to put the timer on for 10 minutes. And we're going to do the Spring Force Qigong movements to help to open up our circulation and boost our heart health. So we'll start with the clapping. And I'm back to my normal amount. My hands are feeling good. Cup the inside left elbow, right side. You're right in the crease here. Underarm. Now take this hand and put it behind your left hand, behind your head. So where you would normally cup the base of your head, that's where you want your hand to be. And cup the underarm. And you want to be right there. You can have your thumb outside if you want. Not down, not up. Okay, right in that underarm. And then the other side. And then we'll start over again. We're just going to keep going. And do it at your own pace, okay? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Underarm. Master Lin gave me this idea a few weeks ago at the Healing Connection. If you want to learn from a grandmaster and you have Tuesday evenings, or you don't mind watching video, you're good at watching the replays, you can sign up. It's a subscription through springforceqigong.com. And every month he has a different theme or lesson, and he's on 4 weeks out of the month. So if there's 5 Tuesdays, then he gets one off. Hi Marlene. Thank you for sending me reminders on how to help myself heal faster and more completely. And remember, we're looking at the vibration. We're feeling it, we're noticing it, we're following it. And have your eyes closed. And talk to your circulatory system. Talk to your heart system. And say, open, open, open. All blockages are gone. All my channels are open. I'm completely healed. Talk to your heart. I love you, heart. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. You are with me every single second of every single day. Even when I'm not paying attention at all, I'm so grateful. And say how you're grateful to your all of the vessels that go to every cell, tissue, and organ. And of course, remember the lungs. Lungs work so closely with the heart, don't they? All of the organ systems are necessary, so it's just like 2 sides of a coin, but in ours it's more because it's a star. But the idea being that you have to have all of them working. But the lungs, right, we're bringing in nutrients, oxygen, breathing in. And that is being brought in, and the blood is taking it everywhere. So soften everything. So we're not stressing and we're not, tensing our brain. We need it coming into our brain. If you feel all tensed up, then there's constriction there, right? So we don't want to constrict these. So do the best you can. In any moment, say, well, soften that. All right, you have 4 minutes and a half. So just go in as deep as you can and just experience your circulatory system and be grateful and see what happens. So 2 weeks ago, Master Lin was talking about how to help bring your blood pressure back into balance, your cholesterol, release, help with heart palpitations or a quick pulse. And this is what he said to do. So I'm grateful that we are doing this for 2 weeks. Now, remember, hi Alicia, I'm not sure if I said hi to you. Hi Dorothy. That if you have those issues, you could continue doing the 10 minutes of this. Just add that to your day. And I'm also reminding you that you can do this another time a day, no matter what. But remember, when we do our practice and we're focusing on something like this, we're helping to have our heart system working optimally, right? And so that's going to be able to support the stomach system. And then the stomach system, when that's working optimally, and you're welcome, Joanne, then that is going to support your lung system. And when your lung system is working optimally, then that supports the kidney system. And then the kidney system, working at its best, supports the liver system, and the liver system, working at its best, is supporting the heart system. So we're almost done with got a couple seconds left. Let's finish this one up. And if you started with me 13 days ago, you notice how much easier it is? It's like those 10 minutes goes by really fast. Take a deep breath in. What if we just put our hands on our heart today? Elbows on a little bit. And just say thank you. Do you feel a response? Where is the vibration? Your hands, your underarms, your elbows, your knees. Your feet. Maybe you're in a nice cocoon right now. Do you see light? Do you see colors? Do you have a scent of roses or something? Do you hear sounds? So I'm going to put our sounds on. All right, now bring our hands down to the lower dantian. Bring all your experience, all the joy you cultivated, happiness, peace, contentment, gratitude, into this ball of light. All of the experience you had, all the healing, we're bringing it all in, and our intentions, and then we started spinning. Spin it faster and faster and faster, and it gets smaller and brighter, and even smaller as it goes faster and faster. It's getting smaller and brighter and smaller and brighter and smaller and brighter. Kind of like you had, a couple 100-year-old tree, and it's coming back down into the seed, magically turning back into tiny little energy pill you tuck deep behind the navel. Breathe in and out. We'll rub our hands to bring ourselves back into this moment. And then you can go ahead and rub your face. Keep that smile going. Rub your ears. Pull the earlobes. And let's do the neck circles and dolphining again. So soften the shoulders. Bring the chin forward. And then try not to go up. You don't want to overextend. Try to go forward and then come down and scoop up a little ball. Hold it against your neck as you slowly roll up, and picture all those tiny little vertebrae in your neck. And they're all happy. And let your shoulders soften. And then we're going to pull back with the chin a little bit. If you get kind of a pull in the front of your chest and maybe in the back of the neck, that's what we're looking for. And then we release. Don't overdo it, of course. Let's do two more. Chin comes forward, down, scoop up, pull back, and release. Forward, breathe in, scoop up, start to exhale slowly. You can hold your breath as you pull back, or you can exhale. I don't know if there's a difference, if someone knows. Master Lynn's saying that, yes or no. Let me know so I can tell you correctly. All right, and then we'll just do 3 circles. So pretend you have a pencil sticking out from the bottom of your chin, and there's a piece of paper here. And you're just drawing a circle slowly around, starting toward the right. And we'll do a few circles. And Master Lynn is really good at not moving his body. I tend to move a bit. So, and then when you get back to the front, then go from the left side around. And just notice, don't worry about stressing. We're not trying to stress, we're letting things open. So if you feel yourself stressing, then soften. Just drawing and noticing. Very good. All right. One giant 10,000 hand breath in. And now 10,000 other hands are coming out. And I am quite certain, and I want to remind you of this, if we're visualizing 10,000 hands coming up every day and gathering the gifts of the universe, and then, like I tripped, right? Well, with how quickly I am recovering, I know that the other 10,000 hands were helping me and keeping me from really getting hurt. So remember that you are more than you think you are. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I send you many, many blessings and look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. Okay, bye. I'm moving.